Welcome to your Pilates mat workout. Today is day 7 of our 10-day bite-size mat express challenge series. We're going to be working on inner thighs today, so we're really going to find that burn. No equipment is necessary. Please, though, like this video if you're excited to do it, and subscribe. I'm trying to get to 10K by the end of this year, and it would really help me out. So come to lying down on your back. Let's get started. To begin, let's lie down on our backs. I'll start this one with my left leg bent, foot on the floor, right leg extended up to the ceiling. If you'd like a little bit more challenge, you can extend the bottom leg for a little bit extra core stability work. Right leg extended and that foot is reaching up to the ceiling. I'm in a nice neutral spine, so my spine is not compressed down into the mat. I've got a little bit of airflow happening under my low back. So we're going to begin drawing the right leg out, down, center, around to the left, and back up. Really focus on getting that extension through the leg. Around and center. So while you're here, especially if that bottom leg is straight, supporting leg is straight, your hips are going to want to move around with all of this. Your job and your challenge is really keeping your pelvis super still and trying to keep everything aside from that right leg operating as a still picture while that right leg is a movie. See if you can keep that leg in parallel, knee facing your nose, so we're not externally rotating. Last one here. Now we reverse. Draw the leg left, down, around, and up. And I should have said earlier, this range doesn't really matter so much. You can bring it super, super wide as long as you stabilize through your pelvis and core, or you can keep it very small, which is closer to what I'm doing today. Good. Let's go for 3. Last 2. Oh, this is where it's getting spicy, spicy. And 1. Oh yeah. Bend the leg. Place the foot down. Let's go for the other side. Neutral spine, left leg up, nice point through the foot. And let's take the circle out and around. The leg is in parallel again, so think about keeping the knee facing your nose. We're going out to the side, down, slightly crossed, and back. 5 more. Inhale at the easy part, exhale at the hard part for you. Good. Last 2. And 1. Reverse. Cross the body. Go down, around, and up. Explore how large you want to make this. Larger will be a little harder on the inner thighs, but it also requires, again, a lot more stabilization of the pelvis and the core. Fingertips are reaching away from your ears. Sacrum is heavy on the mat. Last 2. And last one, I'm going to make it a bigger one just for fun. All right. Let's bring the soles of the feet together, knees wide, out to a butterfly stretch. You can bring your arms to a T or to a goalpost position. I'm doing goalpost so I don't destroy my light over here. Take a big breath in. Exhale. See if you can feel gravity drawing your knees a little closer to the floor. Let's take one more inhale. Exhale. A little more relax and release. We're going to turn over to our right side and move on to our side lying inner thighs. So for this one, your positioning really depends on your mobility. There's no right answer. But to begin, with your head resting on your hand or your bicep, your right leg will extend straight to the side, not too far forward, not too far back. Your top leg can either be bent with your foot flat on the floor, or you can bring the knee and shin bent down to the floor or the mat. Whatever works for you is fine. I'll go for the bent leg today. Focus on stacking your hips right on top of each other, lifting through the bottom rib, just as we've discussed in other videos in the series. Leg parallel, so your knee is not facing up or up-ish, it's facing forward. We're going to point the toe, lift the leg slightly, lower it down. Lift the leg just a couple centimeters or an inch or 2, and lower. You've got 6. So again, as we've discussed before, your ribs are going to want to compress into the mat as you lift that leg. That is going to make your life a lot easier and not in a way that we want, because we're trying to work everything, right? So you want to keep that lift in the waist, hips stacked, as you lift the foot and the leg with it, and lower it back down. Let's go for 3. 2, try to keep that leg right in line with your hip, and 1. Keep the hover, tiny pulses up and down. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hover. We're going to tap the front of the mat, lift, tap the back, lift, tap the front, lift, tap the back, lift. So your torso is going to want to rotate back as the foot goes forward and rotate forward as the leg goes back. It's your job to keep it stacked. 4, 3, last 2, and 1. Good, back to center, hips still stacked, small circles to the back for 8, 7, keep this all supported, 6, 5, 4, like you're stirring a cauldron, 2, 1, reverse directions, 8, 7, reaching, 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 extended knee, pointed toe, 4, 3, 2, 1, great job. Bend the knee, press up to sitting, go to the other side. Let's continue. So find that same position now on the other side. The most important thing is that your left leg is extended directly forward in parallel. So your knee is facing directly forward. Keep that top leg bent with the foot on the floor or knee and shin down on the mat, whatever works for you. Stack the hips so that you've got that lift in the bottom rib. We lift and lower with a pointed toe for 8, 7, reaching long like you're trying to reach for something with your toe, 6, 5, core on, 4, last 3, 2, and again, try to resist the urge to collapse into the mat as the leg lifts. Hip height, tiny pulses up and down. You've got 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hover, tap the front of the mat, lift, tap the back, lift, tap the front, lift, tap the back. As you tap, make sure you don't roll in the opposite direction. If you switch position, you want everything in your torso stacked and controlled so that you're making your inner thighs and core do the work for you here. And switch. You've got 3, 2 more, and 1. Back to right in line with your hip. Hover, point the toe nice and long. Long extension through the leg. Circles to the back. You've got 8, 7, 6. Keep that lift under your bottom rib. 4, 3, 2, 1. Reverse. Reaching, reaching, reaching for the opposite wall. This is 7, 6, 5, 4. Last 2. And 1. Lower down, press on up to sitting. Let's go for a quick inner thigh stretch. Finding a straddle, whatever that means for you. It can be quite small, it can be almost like a full split. Find the version that feels comfortable for you. You can flex the feet or point. Think about a nice long spine as we walk the fingertips forward, bringing our chest a little bit closer to the mat. So when I say long spine, I'll turn to the side to show you what that means. I'm thinking about keeping that length and stretch through the low back. You see I'm almost sending my tailbone back behind me instead of curling over and trying to get my chest as far down as I can. So again, think about that long spine, long low back, almost like your gaze is going slightly forward and up. Coming back to center, we'll finish up with a couple more. Walk it forward, hang out for a second, take your big breath in, exhale, release. Good, bring it up. You can reach up and over with the left arm with a nice ballet stretch. Palm flips to face the floor, press down with that top hip and up, other side. Opposite arm reaches up and over. Top hand, palm is facing the floor. And together you are all set. Thank you so much for joining me. Come back tomorrow for day 8. We're going to be doing a front lying series for core and back, which is one of my favorites. And of course, please like this video if you liked it and subscribe so I can see you again for the remainder of this series and beyond. Have a wonderful day. I'll see you tomorrow.